do you make the best carne asada in the world? Well, to find out, I asked podcaster and Mexican food expert Bill Esparza, and he said, easy. We just have to go to Hermosillo. I laughed, but he was dead serious. So we took a train from LA's Union Station to San Diego, hopped on a trolley to the border, walked across to Tijuana, then made a quick stop to try Tijuana-style carne asada.
Gracias. Oh, heck yeah.
Followed by some spectacular Hermosillo-style carne asada.
Oh, man.
Then we jumped on a 4 a.m. flight to Hermosillo.
Oh, we're on a 4 a.m. flight to Hermosillo.
Where I learned that every single thing I thought about carne asada was dead wrong.
We're at Tacos El Chato, which is a traditional cart. It's really one of the old school taco carts here in Hermosillo, and it's basic. They just got one cut. It's diezmillo, which is chuck roll, flour tortillas, salsa tatemada, and some other condiments to complete the dish.
This is just like one of the many parts of what makes Hermosillo like the carne asada capital of the world.
Exactly. So we came from Tijuana. Tijuana just has taquerias. Here you have taquerias. You have burrito places. You have steakhouses. You have more humble steakhouses that do these packets. So any way that you can eat carne asada, it all exists in Hermosillo.
Holy cow.
2 tacos de asada, a layer of beans on the bottom.
Oh.
Then this is what makes sonora style tacos great, right?
Oh.
You got the bandera, you got cabbage, you got salsa tatemada, you got salsa de aguacate.
Thin tortilla too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And it looks like there's so much stuff on it, but the mesquite like comes through so strong. The steak is cooked perfectly. Oh, this is night and day ahead of anything I've had before.
This is the only state where you have caramelos, which have melted cheese inside. So this is carne asada with melted cheese. Beautiful, right?
Like that extra level of fattiness to cut all the acid and the heat with that cheese on there.
And for folks at home, you know, be careful picking these things up. Try to get all the ingredients inside.
You see that because I spilled my tacos already?
In Tijuana, you get mostly smoked,
Right.
and it's good.
Yeah.
You get smoke and salt,
But
which
this
is what
you
you're
taste
supposed to get.
beef.
This is beef, smoke,
Oh.
and salt.
I can't believe there's more to come. Click through to find out what we eat next. Fucking hell. Holy cow, look at this place. But this has like old school LA diner vibes to me somehow too.
Yeah, this is a more casual spot.
This is everything I want in a restaurant. Even the pictures look like diner, like Denny's menu pictures. Look at this salsa bar. This is,
Yeah, this is what we've been talking about, right?
oh my God.
I mean, all kinds of different chiles, chiltepín, 2 types of tatemadas. This is what you came for, baby. This is El Leñador. So this is a very classic packet-style steakhouse.
Yeah.
Here
What does that mean?
So we're doing ribeye cap, cabreria, but it comes with ribs and also tripas, and then you get your tortillas, you get your sides, you get your beans. So they give you a nice big sobaquera. It's gonna come out here on a brazier, all nice and hot, and we're gonna make tacos.
Look at this thing. This is what every sizzling fajita plate wishes that it was. Also, sizzling fajita plates need to come with little cut-up quesadillas on them. This is so hot. I'm gonna burn my fucking hand off.
And so families like to do this because it's one price. Bring your whole family, get it for 2 or 3 people, and you get everything. You don't have to order a la carte. It's all inclusive, baby.
Putting the fun in fundito.
Now we are taqueando.
I want to like have my 15th birthday party here. This just shows how like carne asada is such a lifestyle here that there's every style of carne asada steakhouse here. This is like casual steakhouse in this like super fun, chill environment. You're drinking beer and tequila. There's a salsa bar. There's a bar over there. There's sports on TV. This is amazing.
Well, again, before you came to Hermosillo, your concept of what carne asada and most people is just tacos.
Right.
And it was without the salsas. It was without all these things that...
It just meant a steak taco, basically.
Right.
Even with this much variation around it. It's distinctly Hermosillo style carne asada. Tacos del Chava.
Tacos del Chava.
I mean, this is the next level up.
Every decade in Sonora, there are popular taquerias that really bring in a mixed crowd, bring in families, and this is the one.
Okay, should we order some tacos?
Yeah.
So when you hang out with Eloy the king, people just see him and then they send us stuff. Here we have our gigantic toasted sobaquera with beans and cheese and chiles. This is basically taqueria 2.0.
Yes.
It's funny, like if I saw this in LA, I would assume it was like a Netflix activation.
If I saw this in LA, I'd think it was a miracle. In Hermosillo, people go out, families go out for tacos, for dinner. It's not uncommon to find nice spaces like this, you know? You find this all over Mexico, these types of taqueria. That's exposed.
Yeah.
We can't do this legally in LA.
I wish we could. This is like all I want.
This also has a taco brigade system, a full-on condiment bar, which is something very Hermosillo, right?
Yeah.
Very sonora. But the service level is full, right? You have waiters, you have people that do salsa specialized. All these places started out as simple taquerias, you know, and just gotten better and better.
Taco chalo.
Taco chalo. Wow. Agua chile de ribeye. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Gracias.
No, no.
This is unbelievable.
It's insane. Let's go get these dressed and get them back here. Make it beautiful. No mames. You gotta be fucking kidding. I said that too loud.
Okay.
So this is the vaquero. I'm gonna do one of these.
Holy cow. Wow. That's an exceptional taco.
And this is the tostada version of the vaquero.
Just like a thin sheet of ribeye that covers the entire tortilla. And this is the agua chile.
And this is a steakhouse dish at a taqueria.
Very fun.
So this is the cabrera, one of the traditional cuts of Sonora, served to you on a tostada, sir.
Oh, it's like a crunch wrap. It's a double-decker taco. Wow. So tender. That's awesome. I feel high right now. Okay, Bill.
Mexico, we gotta run. This is the burrito percheron, you know, something very famous here from Hermosillo. People in Sonora are serious about burritos, you know. Burritos for breakfast, burritos for lunch. Es el clásico, ¿sí?
This is a clásico.
Okay.
Oh, this is the big one. This is the little one, by the way, guys. There's no tatemada, there's no onions in the burrito, there's no salsa bandera. This is a different setup.
Well, we have a sobaquera tortilla, right? We have carne asada, which is the diez mio cooked over mesquite, has to be, avocado, and cheese. And for salsas, you know, I have a creamy chipotle, which, you know, adds some creaminess, avocado. We have a dried red chile salsa that has a good spice, and we have like a chile habanero for heat, and cream. Okay, so we're putting cream on. We don't put it inside the burrito, but you can add a little bit on the bite, right?
So this is meat, grilled over mesquite charcoal, it's cheese, and it's avocado.
That's it. That's the classic burrito percheron, which gets its name from a draft horse.
Look at this thing
it's a draft horse.
This thing is not moving either. You could throw this thing for a touchdown. Okay, Bill, I'll trade you.
Trade me? Okay.
There we go.
A little cream, a little chipotle, and aguacate for me, and a squeeze of lime.
Wow. First of all, the tortilla comes through so good. The mesquite charcoal flavor, the pure flavor. If I ate this whole thing, I would pass away. This is an absurdly good burrito. It's fantastic. And you get little crispy, charred carne asada bites in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't even unravel.
We keep getting blown away by like the contrast in textures. Even in a simple burrito with only a few ingredients in it, you get so many layers of texture. And just like expert level construction. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's awesome. Oh my God. You guys gotta try this.
The sheer breadth of carne asada in Hermosillo continued to blow me away. Bill took me to a high-end carne asada steakhouse called Steaks del Herradero, where you can sit down to fine wine and big charcoal grilled dry-aged steaks, all served with salsas and flour tortillas. Today, they were even offering up stunning local Sonoran beef cured in the style of Spanish jamon iberico. When was the last time you went to a steakhouse that had tableside steak, pork jowl aguachile, quesadillas, and nope, that's not a buttermilk pancake, that's a griddled slab of cheese.
And you know, we're not at Ruth's Chris anymore.
So does Chris belong to Ruth?
But wait, there's more. We also went to Tacos de Armando, which started as a simple taqueria in 1986 and has since become the signature high-end taqueria in Hermosillo.
You don't see a lot of taquerias without wine cellar, do you?
This sit-down taqueria has an incredible wine list, a gorgeous salsa bar, aguachiles, and some of the best and most beautifully cooked carne asada tacos you'll ever find in your life.
That's very good.
But even the grocery stores had an unbelievably deep selection of steaks, as well as shelves of flour tortillas that were better than anything I've ever come across back home. That's because in Hermosillo, Carne Asada exists everywhere, and that means backyards too. So we stocked up on supplies and headed off to the most important location of the whole trip, the home of beloved local chef Eloy, where he and his cousin Jose Luis taught me how they make theirs.
Hey, Noah.
Hey, you're already wearing a microphone. That's awesome.
Carne asada for us means sharing with the ones we love. You know, it's having something to share in our tables. It doesn't matter if it's a tortilla with queso or with meat. You know, it's something that you want to share with your friends, with your family. Grab this, go to the grill, and I will wash the spring onions.
Just put the bowl on the grill. What?
It's important part to feel the heat, so you know that it's ready for your vegetables, you know? We're gonna start, you know, like adding the vegetables on the corners.
You want it kind of in the center of the hot side or kind of
On the outside, yeah. Yes. We can manage the heat. If you're at home and how can I do a fast salsa without everything? This is like a boiled salsa.
Okay.
Give me 1 tomato here, or 2 tomatoes, yes. 1 chili, and I put it next to it. So if you see, because the heat is so hot, looks burnt, but in the inside, it's really green, you know, really colorful and with good texture. Okay. Now the most important thing is that we need friends for our carne asada, you know. So what do we call Bill if he's already wake up, and then call Jose if he will be.
There better be bacanora in that cafe, Bill.
There is. You're gonna go inside the kitchen.
Okay.
Jose, my cousin, will help you to do the habanero salsa. We will add, I believe, 1 habanero. You try it. If you want spicier, you add another one, but you will try it. You are our taste for the spicy.
Making the white guy taste for spicy?
The garlic clove. And inside, he will give you water and salt.
Okay.
Some pepper, 1 or 2 peppercorns.
And throw a pinch of salt in there. Let's start there. And let's blend it and see how it tastes. That's a crazy blender. Ben, you want to take a big whiff? Mm-hmm. It's good. Well, it gets right in the nose, you know?
Oh, it's perfect. You just made habanero salsa.
What do you think? Do a key bump.
Ooh.
¿Está bien?
Dude, that's a really good habanero salsa. We will take out the onions and the serranos. Did you know that my grandmother showed me if you liquefy the green tomatoes when they are hot, it gives you the bitter taste on your, you know, so you need to...
Or let them rest.
Rest. Quesadillas, the beans.
The beans. He's Googling how to cook beans.
Let's take the garlic and let's bring everything for the salsas inside, so we do the molcajeteada.
Do you have a big enough molcajete? I just want to make sure.
I don't know if this will gonna work, sorry. First the garlic, sorry.
Oh yeah, super soft and ready to go.
While you do that, I will be cleaning your chilies.
Yeah.
How easy it is, you know? A lot of people use water to clean, but I don't like because all the flavor goes in it, so, you know?
A chef friend of mine calls those pepper tears. You don't want to waste the pepper tears.
You don't want to waste the pepper tears, right?
Yeah.
So
pound this first, or do you put in the tomatoes
No,
first?
perfect. No, this is your, you know?
I never did it with the iron
No,
before.
we never. We also, you know, but the hand, we call hand to the stone that you use, you know. But in this moment, we don't find the hand. So this is our new hand. So you will need to improvise. So you know what we want is to.
I was like, wow, this is the traditional way they do it in Hermosillo with a metal iron. He's like, no, I couldn't find the.
Now the next ingredient will be salt. You know, so it can.
And it helps it kind of grind too.
Nothing can go bad. You know,
right.
with this, do we add tomatoes? Add tomatoes. Now we have cleaned, you know, our
That's the one
chilies.
you're gonna stuff
So in order we can stuff with cheese.
So you keep the
and
stem
then,
attached.
Yeah. And we will use some of the others for our salsa, you know, for our salsa.
You gotta make sure there's not any big chunks, big long strings.
So in this point, you know what we like? Come the camera to see that there's not a lot of juices. You know, so that's perfect for a carne asada taco because in Mexico, in this moment, we will add some water and salt so you can have a soft salsa, you know, so you can add to your tacos. But the carne asada with the flour tortilla, if it's really wet, it gives you like another texture. So this is what we're looking for our tatemada in Sonora. What we're going to do for the ribs cut between bone and bone, bone and bone. Did you watch He-Man?
He-Man?
He-Man,
Cartoon? Yeah.
You know, remember at the end? And remember, little friends, don't forget to take off the skin of your of your short rib bags while you're shooting.
The more you know.
And I like to,
Little notches. Score it.
because of this way, when we're grilling, the flavors gets and also the heat.
This is a cool technique. I mean, I come from like Texas barbecue, so I've only ever cooked whole ribs. And so doing it this way is very cool, to do a quicker cook. And you still get all that amazing flavor, and you get more texture and more crunch on the ribs this way.
Don't be afraid, don't be shy, don't be shy.
And using most, this is sea salt?
Sea salt, yes? Perfect. Come with me.
Dogs are excited. And you want these on the outside? Especially too, there's all the fat on these. You don't want it to drip on the main heat. It'll flare up, right?
Yes. Now, what we're going to do is to bring the pork lard into, how do you call the temperature? A smoky point.
Yeah,
Into a smoky
till
point.
it's smoking. So it's not a small amount of lard for these amount of beans.
So you want the lard to get all the flavor of the.
Of the chiles?
And here they use a lot chile colorado.
Chile colorado.
To give the beans that color, that reddish color.
Usually
Orange.
the powder, right?
Yeah, that's actually a fair amount of lard.
Yeah.
You don't want to be rushing to the toilet.
And then you use that little potato masher basically to
Yes.
mash the frijoles?
That's what you call it, a potato masher. We call it a bean masher. Yes.
Yeah.
So now.
Beautiful. And now you're really just getting, they're cooked, all you're doing now is getting that flavor infused and you're mashing it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I like to use this because you keep texture in the beans.
Yeah, there's
when you
nuance.
use those electric blenders,
Yeah, it's
thing
well, it's like the same thing with the tatemada. Like you want to feel like it was made by a person, not by a robot.
yeah, that's it.
That's a potato drainer.
Yeah. We're gonna need a bit of salt.
I love beans. About like this.
That's perfect.
Right.
And just
And we don't pound it more. We just let it be like this.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it?
yeah. And just a little bit of the puddle, just a little bit just to get off some of the juices, but we
don't
want that
wanna-
texture, we want the texture of the.
The al dente.
You remember that we use the foil for our salsa express?
Mm-hmm.
And look how it is colorful and tasteful tomatoes that has all the flavor.
Onion, tomato, serrano, and coriander.
I call it the corte de navaja, the Swiss Army cut, like that. This is my favorite, like bandera style. Whenever you're out camping or another house and you don't have like today,
nice knife.
like
Yeah.
this is not cutting
fancy
too much.
chef knife.
So it's pa, it's easier.
And then it's just this and cilantro, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, you know more than I do. I forgot about the coriander.
No, you add it at the end to make sure you don't bruise it, right? You did it on purpose.
Yes, of course. That's right. Done.
Grab two or the green chilies that we still have. Mm-hmm. We're gonna fill it up with cheese. With mozzarella cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, whatever melty cheese that you have on your house. Mm-hmm. It works perfect.
Yeah, and see he moved the charcoal over to one side. You have a 2-zone fire going now. And then, boom. About like that.
So that sizzling is the important part for the flavor of the beans in the frijoles because that heat really helps us
To open up the chiles.
open up the chilies, but
Yeah.
not to get the bitter flavor that we don't want.
All right. And now we mix in the cheese.
Yeah. Just mixing the chiltepín salsa, right?
Yes, sir.
I would like to show you one of the mountains recipe, where you don't have tomatoes and things like that.
Oh,
So
great.
they're the real fast and easy way.
Perfect.
We just have a puree, whatever tomato puree you have, a bunch of chiltepíns, a pinch of salt, 1 garlic clove, oregano, and a little bit of vinegar, and that's it.
Yeah, now we're partnering.
So we have our chilies, we have our salsas.
Beautiful. Salt this side. put
salt
it
this
down,
side,
Salt
yeah.
the other side.
Don't be shy, because the salt doesn't get there, you know, when
It's
we
gonna
turn
fall
it,
off.
it's gonna
some
fall
too.
off.
Yeah. We're going right on the hot side, right?
Yes. This is tablita de lomo, which means chuck flap.
Chuck flap.
I can hear some of you right now asking, wait, there's no marinade for the carne asada? That's right. In Hermosillo, it's just high quality steak, sea salt, and mesquite charcoal. All the other flavors come from the salsa bar.
Any steak you want, I believe the best steaks are all the loin, you know, starting from the chuck roll till the sirloin.
Right.
The chuck roll, the ribeye, the New York,
Yeah.
the tenderloin. I don't like a lot of the tenderloin because there's not a lot of meat, of
fat.
flavor, of
Yeah.
fat on it, but those parts, I believe they are the best for grilling.
Did you see that
With the
little
meat?
bit of red coming out of the top? That means that the juices are ready.
The juices are ready, you know, so we will let it rest for a little bit.
You're
I
gonna
will go
stack
for a
them?
bowl. I'm going to stack them.
Oh yeah. So it kind of steams them.
Ready? Okay, so finish. You know, I like to add a little bit of salt at the end here. Vegetables on the side.
And then these are the tortillas we got yesterday.
This is the tortillas from our friend Chayito, the wife of Juan Ángel, our friend that passed away 2 years ago. Y lo siento mucho. We don't have a canora right now.
Yeah.
But she invited us to see what she's
Oh my
doing and
gosh.
to try a tortilla.
It's so like flaky and it's so good.
You know, this is like a special bash we're enjoying on these tortillas, honoring his legacy, you know, and the legacy of Sonora with these bacanoras. So she's going to share with us a little bit of the last batch in order so we can share tomorrow with the tortillas and the bacanora. Muchas gracias. Gracias tu finito, Cheito.
I mean, that's like a remember for the rest of your life experience.
Yeah. Ready?
Perfecto.
The other part for the salsas that I love, Anaheim chili. And you just like cut a little bit and also, you know, add to your bandera, to your salsa bandera
Oh,
pico de
yeah.
gallo. The flavor, it's amazing. On this salsa, I love the chile colorado, the
It
chile.
gives a little bit of the smoke flavor into your bandera.
Yeah, so this is, make some squares of avocado, add to the salsa. So for me, it's like, I love this way. So it's like ready,
Yeah.
and we're ready to eat.
Oh, look at these tortillas. Incredible. Oh. Beautiful. You say a little more salt right now, you said?
Yeah, at the end, I like to check, to double check, you know, like. Fuck, man. Please. Tell me.
Increíble.
Oops, sorry.
And that's just salt, guys, remember?
So this is a really fast, a really full of love carne asada for my friends.
Wow.
Fuck. And this is how I like, you know. I usually don't
Put all this stuff on it?
put all the stuff because I'm in a hurry.
The meat's so good.
Thanks, brothers. Thanks for being here. Thanks for reminding us the importance of the carne asada in Sonora. Thanks for reminding us sharing. Thanks for reminding us the love, our ancestors, and our new friends that are coming to taste and feel the carne asada traditions. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Noah. Thanks to all the crew, my family, my friends, Sonora. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Unbelievable.
Oh. Look at Bill's taco. It's
I finally get to eat a whole taco for the first time of the whole trip. This is the best taco of the entire trip.
It's the first time that Bill isn't saying anything, you know, because of the wire, but because of the meat.
Oh, because we stole his microphone.
Guys, this is our last of the trip. Cheers, thanks a lot, brothers.
This was one of the best experiences of my life. Thank you so much. the hospitality, the experience, everybody. You guys made this incredibly special. Salud. To my new friend, the Bacanora Buddha.
It's for you. Try it on. Can you?
When in Sonora.
When in Sonora, Bacanora.